Okay, loves. Let's cut to the chase. So, the person you're thinking about has control issues, but they don't want to be apart. They feel you're not attracted to them, that you have options, that you're out of their league. And they don't know how to contact you. This could be the one, yes. Retreat. They're planning a journey. And they're hoping that you're not considering being with someone else. They feel as if they're never going to be the right one for you because of not having either a good financial situation or... So they feel you're actually hot, materialistic, and look down on them. Trust, yes. That you're not trustworthy. Make the effort. That you're entitled. You have expectations, but that you're someone that they've met before, a past life relationship. You have known each other before. Bottom of the deck, codependency in reverse. So this is a toxic connection. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. They're numbing themselves somehow as well. Yes, you feel you're not considering them for long term. It's the other way around. They think they're not good enough for you. They're fearful. And their fears came true. They managed to sabotage the connection. Getting to know each other. Calling in your soulmate in reverse. And religious factors. So the connection is strong, but there are a lot of things that separate you. First and foremost, you don't seem to really get one another, understand one another. The gift in reverse. Both of you feel as if you didn't receive proper attention, that you deserve something else. Enemy in reverse. And the Four of Swords. Even though they're distrustful, they're currently again in that retreat energy, healing. They may be struggling. Again, there's maybe addiction or use of substances. They may be shutting down, unable to function, Four of Swords energy. The letter. Reading or rereading your last messages, a conversation. Trying to type and write. They may either be blocked. Yeah, they're blocked. Success energy, the crown, the journey. They know that if they come as they are, they're never going to be enough. Yeah. Inconstancy. They feel you're undecisive and all over the place. But, again, that connection, tenderness. Absence. They do feel your absence. They may see you all over the place. It's actually quite troubling. And the surprise. They're trying to find an original way to actually reach out. Surprise you somehow. They know that any conventional manner will have you shut down entirely. And the subjects will be the same. Accusations, distrust, what's being said, what hasn't been said or done, false promises, etc., etc., etc. Who does who's supposed to do more, the sincere friend. And marriage. We had marriage over there in reverse. Very soon, it means now, because it's in reverse, as in someone feels urgency, and it's going to be rather instinctive because they have to pull themselves out of a state of non-action. It's a passive energy. It's a renouncing, kind of an energy. Marriage and contrariety and displeasure. They're afraid that you're going to get with someone else. Yep, they're going to pursue. They're trying to find an original way to do so. And I do feel they're struggling both financially with addiction, mental health, and lack of finances. This is a lot of money in reverse. So that's why they're kind of conflicted, because they do want to offer you things, but at the same time they feel that it's kind of unfair of you to expect, or rather be with them on the condition that they're well off financially. They may either feel you cruel and, well, quick to anger. Your expectations are set way too high. You're demanding. And once you've made up your mind, you're not going to hear any reasons. You can be antagonistic, you can make accusations, toxic, bitter, etc. Either way, someone loves you as you are. As you are, but they see it, right? They feel it's a connection, a past life connection. So yeah. It seems as if there's an attempt to actually find a way to get back to you. It's very dysfunctional connection, I have to say, because this feminine is definitely all over the place. Bitter, angry, etc. is struggling with something. That she can be antisocial and she can make accusations. She lacks tolerance. She lacks compassion. She lacks understanding or ability to listen or to. No, she's quick to anger, has a quick temper about her. If that's you and you recognize yourself, I'm sorry, stand in line. I know, trigger. There could have been a lot more to say. We just moved really fast through the energy to get back to in a nutshell. These are people in separation that cannot get over one another. What excuses am I making right now? Excuses. No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Exactly what I felt. I felt I'm coming out of like the stagnant energy, this convalescent almost, disempowered. There's nothing I can do. Everything's all all is up against me. But what they do know is that they care, and they're gonna find a way, even if that implies them making a sacrifice. In this case, the sacrifice is to leave the comfort of what in reality is some form of a hell, pain, or because they do genuinely feel your lack. There's someone who is suffering because they cannot see this feminine anymore. They cannot, no matter how toxic she is, no matter how distrustful they are towards one another, how fearful and of being hurt, and how upset either of them may be about life, about themselves, about one another. It doesn't matter. None of them can deny the connection. The time is now. Today's soul action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Exactly what I feel. There's a masculine that's finding a way. Today, make a decision and do it, even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart. You will be led. temporary situation, forces working against you, involvement with the law, February, a cold breeze, accusations, yeah, very antagonistic energy. This can actually spiral down into a conflict. And someone is living your life. But this reveals actually the current state of this masculine. There can be paranoia, it may be exacerbated, but they feel everything's against them. Forces working against them, including this feminine, right? Accusations about their current lack of stability, financial, practical, etc. Again, this cold communication coming through this coldness, whether in speech, whether it's accusations. If this is a Libra, for example, the gavel, justice, involvement with the law, it means that she may actually be right in certain cases. Maybe it's the delivery, maybe it's just because what she says sometimes in some cases may be true. It doesn't mean that they cancel out the actual connection itself as, okay, yeah, let's face it, let's work on it, right? No, there's no work here. There's just a sentence being passed. Accused, sentenced, condemned, you're done. And she left. Dealing with a relationship with a man. Now this is the feminine. A man that actually happiness and well-being, yeah. Sun, possible Leo energy, some air over there. You should accept valid criticism. There's the criticism. You yourself may not have liked that the person had some things to say about you as well. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. Cup is water energy. Happiness. There's a reunion here. It is a joyful reunion, and I do believe you can overcome whatever conflict you had here with honest conversation and keeping that connection in mind, that actually the two of you were happy together. A goal-oriented person. Yes, you have a lot of things to work on, but if you stick to your priorities, set up a plan, the two of you can make it together. There's spring energy, there's also communication, chirping, and harmonizing, right? So sound baths, communication for sound, music. The most difficult part of the situation is over. Absolutely, absolutely. Sun, rainbow, there it is. Incredible. Pay attention to your finances and get back to basics. You yourself may have overspent, hence whereas your condemnation or judgment towards another person who's struggling financially comes from, because you may have needs. Most of them may not actually be needs or as relevant or important to you as you thought they were. So even though you may appear as being overly materialistic, in reality you're not. You're not. You're just being conditioned, and your behaviors and actions and choices are motivated by your overspending, your lack of a healthy relationship with finances. So you're projecting, you were projecting, basically. Obviously, you need someone who is stable financially, because you yourself know yourself not to be. You are counting on a partner that, hence why he's right in feeling that you deem them not marriage material. Financial pinch, there it is. You got to work your way out of this together. Marriage, I called it. Twins in separation, there's a reunion. July, August. So Leo energy. Shalom.